Hi, I'm Kate. I'm an osteopath at the Perrimount Clinic. I've just put together a straightforward 10-minute full body workout you can do on the floor. All you need is a couple of cans for a bit of extra weight. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, then grab a couple of bottles of water or a couple of bottles of wine. The idea behind it is really just to encourage you to get up and move. It's really important more than ever while we're locked down and we're a bit more housebound is to just move. Bodies crave movement, and it doesn't really matter what you do. It could be going for a walk around your garden, it can be dancing around your kitchen, reaching, twisting, and just generally trying to mobilise. As I say, bodies really love movement, and it'll get the blood flow going, it'll get the lymphatic drainage going, and it will help keep you mobile. So as well as the positive physical effects movement has on our bodies, I think let's not underestimate the profound positive effects that it has on our mental well-being as well. So have a think about what you enjoy most about movement, and that's the most important thing. But if you want something a bit more structured, then these exercises are great. They cover all the different muscle groups and will be great for joint mobility as well. So we're going to start with the 4-point kneeling position, and we're going to do some work on our upper back to start with. So if you come into all fours with your hands above your shoulders and your legs hip width apart, and we're going to start by just getting our upper back moving. It's called thread the needle, and you take one hand and just thread it through the other. So, and then when you come back out, reach up to the ceiling and then thread it through again. And this is great for the upper back and the shoulders. Just a couple more. And really reach for the sky. And then change arms. And reach up the other side. And most of the movement should be coming through your upper back. And one more. And then back down to the 4-point kneeling position. And then with a flat back, quite a neutral spine, so not arched either way, is try and keep a flat back, maybe the pelvis turning under a little bit. And we're going to do some arm and leg movements. This is great for hips and back and also core. And we'll start with our leg movement. So with one leg, just extend it backwards and try and keep a flat back. And then the other leg. Again, the legs can kick out quite low. It doesn't have to be too high, otherwise you arch your back. The idea is to work your bottom muscles rather than your back muscles at the moment, and keep your back and your core still. And then if you have enough balance, bring in an arm movement as well. So it's the opposite arm with the opposite leg. And then one more each side. So from 4-point kneeling, we're going to go onto our side, and you can either prop your head up with your arm, or you can place it down on your arm like this, whatever's more comfortable. And the bottom leg's bent, and then the top leg's straight. And just tucking the pelvis under, and just make sure you've got a straight line all the way down your body. And we're going to be doing some little circles. You can't actually see my foot, but we're going to do little sort of circles with the ankles. And the idea is to work this part of your hip. So this is where you should be feeling it. If your leg's a bit too far forward, you're going to be working a different set of muscles. So just bring that leg back, and then you can either do up and down movements, or you can vary it by doing a few circles one way. And then the other. And just go back up and down again. You should be really feeling it in the side of your hip here. And then the other side. Again, get in a comfortable position with your bottom leg bent and your top leg straight. So you can see my foot on this side. And then again, tucking the pelvis under, straight line with your leg, and then work this part of your hip. Use your other arm for balance if you need to. Little circles one way. And then the other. And then back up and down. And now we're going to go onto our backs. So this is where the weights come in. So if you just get onto your back with your knees up, you can have a pillow if you need to, or just straight back on the floor like this. And then we're going to start by doing a few glute bridges. So if you just flatten your back and tuck your pelvis under, and then you just lift off one vertebra at a time until your bottom lifts off the floor. And then once you're at the top, just start with your mid-back. Start going down onto the mat, one vertebra at a time, until you reach the mat, and then rock your pelvis back. So again, tuck your pelvis under and lift off, and then return back down to normal. Do a few of these. You don't have to go up too high. You should really feel it under here, under your bottom. This is great for glute strength. It's also great for mobilising your lumbar spine as well, and for core work too. We'll just do one more, and then we'll bring in some arm movements. So with your weights, just bring them out to 90 degrees like this, and when we're going up into our glute bridge, we're going to just flex our arms up this way. So up into a glute bridge, and a press, and back down. Glute bridge, press, and back down. And again, if you're finding this too easy with the weights, then use something a bit heavier, some free weights or bottles of water or wine, something a bit heavier than the cans. And then to vary it a little bit, again go up into your glute bridge, and this time we're going to start with our arms out like this, and we're going to bring them over our head. This really does help with shoulder mobility, and back down again. Couple more. And the last one. Again, you can do a few more of these. This is just a relatively quick body workout. If you're capable and you don't feel too tired, do a few more reps, and that's it.